Bay St. Louis Library, and welcome to Storytime. This week we're going to be talking about kindness because it is National Kindness Week. Kindness or being kind means you do something for other people without expecting anything in return. You're just being nice. So we're going to read 3 great books about kindness, and we've got some great little crafts and activities for you at the end. We've got a poem in there about kindness to help you remember some of the ways that you can be kind to other people. And I'm going to teach you how to say kindness or gentle, which is another term for kindness, in sign language. We're going to wrap it up with Tootie Ta, and you'll be able to pick up your craft kits at the Bay St. Louis Library or Hancock County Libraries. Just give us a call and we'll have them ready for you. Are you ready for a story? Okay, we're going to learn how to say gentle in sign language, and you can use this to say nice or kind. So you make a fist, you put your other hand over it, and you just very gently stroke it. And that's how to say gentle or kind in sign language. This book is Dr. Seuss's You Are Kind, and it features Horton the elephant. We've seen Horton before. He's pretty great. This is where his friends tell him a lot of the things that he does that show that he is kind. You are kind. You are an amazing friend. You always listen, and he's got big ears to listen. If there's a problem, you help fix it. You stand up for what is right. Look at these funny characters. I love Dr. Seuss characters. You teach that everyone matters. Look at all of his friends there. He loves all of them. You protect those who need it, no matter how small. Even when things look impossible. Look at that big hill he's trying to climb. And your goal seems far away. He's trying to reach. You never give up because you care. And the rewards can be unexpected and priceless. Oh, look at this, a little egg hatched. It's who you are and what you do. You are kind. Here we have Super Buns by Diane Credensor. This is where Buns the bunny proves to her sister Blossom that being kind is the best superpower you can have. Let's find out her superpower. Super Buns. Great illustrations here. Super Buns was super kind. She had big, caring eyes. She had listening ears, a warm, happy smile, a huge heart, and a fluffy tail, which is just cute. Thanks, Super Buns. She's watering her carrots. She loved being kind, no matter what her big sister Blossom said. Here's Blossom. Super Buns, for the 10 billionth time, your name is Buns. You're not a superhero. Blossom was 100% positive superheroes have powers like strength and speed and leaping tall buildings in a single bound. And as Blossom always told Buns, look at these cute pictures. Kind is kind, but it's not a superpower. Blossom was a know-it-all. She knew everything about everything. I know everything about everything. Fact, kangaroos cannot hop backward. And I know that almonds are a member of the rose family. In fact, dinosaurs lay eggs. In fact, the planet Venus spins backwards. In fact, bumbershoot is another word for umbrella. Two facts. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain, and a peanut is not a nut. And I know you can't eat hot cobbler without cold milk, so come on. The bunnies were on their way to Grammy's with fresh-baked, piping hot carrot cobbler. Heidi, your smile makes me smile. Here you go, fishy fish. One pancake coming up. Blossom thought all this kindness was slowing them down. Kind schmind. Kind will get you nothing but cold cobbler. Make it snappy, Buns. We've still got to pick up milk. But Buns couldn't help being super. Super Buns! Even to her sister. After you, Blossom. And after you too, Miss Fox. I noticed that you've been following us all day. She says, did you say fox? Ah, she throws the pie up in the air. There's pie going everywhere. Blossom knew exactly what to do. Run, Buns, run! I know all about foxes. First she'll gobble up the cobbler, then she'll gobble up us. Look at the fox. The fox is surprised. And the fox hands the pie back to Buns and says, here you go. Buns says, thank you, Miss Fox. The fox says, I won't gobble up your cobbler, miss, or you. I'm not hungry. I'm lost. Can you help me get home? Blossom was speechless, almost. Lost? Whoa, why didn't you say so? I know everything about being lost. Did you know the most common lost items are keys, phones, eyeglasses, and shoes? Once Buns lost her homework and I found it in Miss Lynn's flower pot. The lost city of Atlantis has never been found. Roanoke was a lost colony. I know the letters in lost can also spell lots and slot, and that lost is the past tense form of lose. And Grammy once told me that I am never lost for words. Blossom talks a lot. So we just take Bunny Lane to Carrot Drive until we come to Miss Muffin's Marvelous Muffins, and then we'll make a sharp right turn up a hill onto North Hasselhoff Drive. But coming from over here, Bun says, we'll follow that all the way to Foxtrot Trail, and you're home. Thanks for helping me not be lost, Super Blossom. And just like that, Blossom learned she didn't know everything about everything. Maybe Buns was right. Maybe being kind was kind of super. Let's go get that milk, Super Buns. Grammy's waiting. This one is called Goat's Coat, and it is by Tom Percival, illustrated by Christine Pym. This is about a goat who gets a brand new coat, and he's very proud of it. But he has a lot of friends that need help, and he's going to use his coat to help him. Let's see if he gets repaid in the end. Oh, cute little pictures. Let me tell you the tale of Alfonso the goat, who was terribly proud of his lovely new coat. It had bright shiny buttons all made out of glass, and a collar the color of freshly cut grass. Oh, that's a nice coat. People turned to admire as Alfonso walked by. Alfonso was happy. He pranced and he skipped. Then he heard a sad noise croaking out of a ditch. What a marvelous coat, he heard someone sigh. Deep down in the ditch was a family of frogs. They used to live there in a mossy old bog. But the log wasn't there. It had rotted away. And the frogs from the log now had nowhere to stay. The frogs were distraught. Please help us, they cried. Help! And Alfonso felt sorry for them, so he tried. He unpicked some stitches upon his new coat, and using the fabric, helped make them a boat. The frogs were delighted. He'd just made their day. Oh, thank you, they croaked as they all sailed away. Alfonso's new coat didn't look quite so smart, but he felt a warm glow in the depths of his heart. He clipped happily on till he came to a shed. The sound from within filled Alfonso with dread. What possibly could make such a sad sound as that? Alfonso peered in. Look at that big eye. Then he saw it. A cat! The cat was trembling and terribly pale. It was clear to see that she'd hurt her tail. Alfonso got busy and cleaned up the cut, then using his coat, he bandaged it up. The cat was so glad, so grateful and happy, but Alfonso's coat was now looking quite ratty. Oh, his coat's getting shorter. He clip-clopped along through the crisp winter's day. He was whistling a song when a hen came his way. The hen was upset. She'd lost one of her chicks. Could this be something Alfonso could fix? Together the hen and Alfonso looked around, but the hen's little chick just couldn't be found. Then somewhere up high a voice cried, "Help me!" And there was the chick stuck up in a tree. So Alfonso removed even more of his coat and tied it together to make a long rope. He gritted his teeth and climbed up like a rocket. He came down again with the chick in his pocket. That's about all he's got left is a pocket. Alfonso's new coat was now looking a mess. Still, what's done is done, and it was all for the best. As Alfonso walked on, there were more problems still, but he helped solve them all with his coat and his skill. Alfonso's new coat was now just a few threads, but he thought of the good deeds that he'd done instead. The weather grew colder, snow fell all around. Poor coatless Alfonso trudged back toward town. The blizzard grew worse. It got colder and colder. Alfonso took shelter behind a large boulder. Alfonso was freezing and night would soon fall, so he curled up in a cold little ball. But then he heard voices ring out through the night. Someone was shining around a bright light. Here came the frogs and the cat and the hen. He wasn't alone. He'd been found by his friends. Seeing them all made Alfonso feel better. And not only that, they had brought him a sweater. They had made it themselves from the things they could find, a gift to Alfonso for being so kind. Okay, so welcome to our kindness crafts and activities for Kindness Week. We're going to start with a poem that's included in the kit, and I'll read it to you. Kindness counts. We say thank you. We say please. We don't interrupt or tease. We don't argue. We don't fuss. We listen when friends talk to us. We share our toys and take our turn. Good manners aren't hard to learn. It's really easy when you find good manners mean just being kind. So you'll get the poem. We've got several great coloring sheets for you that you can color and give to somebody else to brighten their day, just being nice. We've got one that is coloring by kindness. So each letter of the word kindness represents a different color. That one's kind of fun. And we've got a really short, sweet book that's called We Can Be Kind that has lots of pages you can color, and it shows different ways that you can be kind. I'm going to show you again how to say gentle in sign language. Remember, you make a fist and you just very gently stroke it like you're stroking somebody's head, being very gentle, very kind. You'll need crayons for your crafts, and you might need some scissors. That's up to you. You could use markers if you wanted to. We're going to wrap up with Excel by 5. Don't forget to come pick up your craft kits from any Hancock County Library. Give us a call first. We'll have them ready for you. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week.
bottoms up.